And Doug. Got a cold? What would you do if you were hospitalized far from home? Don't All right, all right. We are here and ready to go. Game numero uno. Maria's Dungeon versus Cowboys. I might have the sides wrong. I apologize. But we are here nonetheless, and we are very glad to finally be here and going. We have the draft going already. Gonna be a Jack's pick first. Gonna be. Oh, do I have the wrong teams? I have the wrong teams entirely. I super apologize. The Spectre versus Los Ratones. Yeah. That makes way more sense. But we do have the Jacks for Los Ratones. We do have Spectre taking the Tristana. We get a Ash pick from Los Ratones. And we get a Seraphina as well to go against a Silas. Okay, so now we do have some bands available for Spectre. Spectre lost some bands because they have E-Sub or 2. But they are going to ban the Akali. Los Rat ones are going to ban the Braum. And a Talia ban coming out for Spectre. Rat ones ban a Malphite. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And then Aatrox. So the support will be the last pick, most likely, for Spectre, unless there's some super shenanigans afoot. Hopefully not. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in some super shenanigans, but on the other side, we do get a Zyra and Italian for the Lost Rat ones. And it is going to be a Leona. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. I am, of course, your good friend, Little Rodney, aka Old Sad Boy, aka the baby dead. Your mom, your baby mom, maybe even your sister, definitely your aunties wish they had. We are here with Game 1, BTL Season 19. This is the semifinals. Sorry, once again, I am still a little scuffed, but we're getting it together.
It takes courage to embrace your extraordinary. Burberry Hero.
Are your daydreams filled with sunshine and a certain je ne sais quoi? The French Riviera is calling. Protect your European vacation with Allianz Travel.
So I'm very curious to see which way the Rat ones are planning to go. We'll find out here shortly. We will find out here very, very shortly. Because it could be a Talon mid, it could be a Talon jungle. It could be a Talon top, to be honest with you. But it is going to be a Jax top, most likely. There is still time for trading. But Aatrox Udyr for Spectre, as expected. It is going to be a Zyra jungle with the Talon mid. Silas is going to go mid. Will not be Silas jungle. Will not be Silas top. We have seen Aatrox jungles. We've seen a lot of things. We've seen a lot of things. We've had a lot of adventures together this split.
Think carefully, my friend.
All of us have seen a lot of adventures.
Grounded.
Alright, as expected, it will be the Tristana and P Street locking in the Ashe Seraphine, and the Leona. There is still a little bit of time available for, potential trades or shenanigans, be they what they might be. So, looking at it though, it looks like there is maybe an easier to execute comp, I would think, for Spectre, but there's also a lot of, between the Seraphine, the Ashe, and the Zyra, a lot of circles and areas that can be controlled on the side of Maria's dungeon. Excuse me, Lost Rat ones, not Maria's dungeon. Like I said, I apologize, I was fully prepared for an entirely different game. But we will find out shortly how it goes. Obviously, we've seen, I think it was Friday, but we've seen kind of Talon get out into side lanes and cause all sorts of havoc. So, stay frosty, everyone. We will be right back shortly and after the spectator delay. So don't change that Twitch stream.
Are you guys here for the halftime show?
Oh, no. myself was out a little bit during the earlier stages, so I didn't see everything. From Discord? I'm not sure how to do that yet. I mean, worst case scenario, you just...
All right. Well, we are in the game. We were having a little issues with Riot. Riot just doesn't like us this split. So here we are. I apologize. I don't know what happened earlier, but that is going to be a dive coming in from Heretic on to P Street. P Street is going to go down. Basically going to be able to get the kill. The Void Grubs have spawned. Lake is fighting Ford up here. Ford is going to be able to get one. Ford looking for two on the Jax. Is going to hop on to the Udyr. Udyr going under tower using one of the stances. But it is going to be some plates in the bot lane for Spectre. Spectre also looking for a dive. That is going to be an Ash arrow, though. It's going to looks like it's going to land, hit somebody. Heretic is going to be taken low, though, from the tower. The Ash arrow is going to save Hex on the Seraphine. We can see that Ash actually looks like it's building towards Mirror Mana and Mana Mune on the other side. It looks like Basic is going to be going towards the Yuntals. In the mid lane, we already have an 0-1-1 Silas from Win. Does have the Hextech Accelerator. On the other side, Curry Lord does have already a Serrated Dirk. The Jax is 2-1-2. The Aatrox is 2-3-0. The Void Grubs are going over. It looks like the first dragon was taken, though, by Spectre. It was a Hextech Drake. Actually, a pretty sizable CS advantage also in the mid lane for Curry Lord. We do see Ford, though, on the Jax, just being a bully, hitting Lake repeatedly. Does have lethal tempo as well. Lake has the very nice jump out there from Lake. Excuse me, from Ford. Ford fighting Lake is going to be forced to flash away. He's trying to get in. He does get the kill with the counter strike. On the other side, it looks like Spectre also plotting maybe another dive here in this bot lane. Plate's going over to Ford. He does have the Void Grubs now on the bot side. Though looks like the dive got called off. Is that an Ash arrow? Yep, that's an arrow. The arrow does land onto iWin. iWin is going to get hit with some various things. Oh, that is going to be a very nice Stranglethorn coming in from Indefiant, and it's going to be a kill going over to the Curry Lord. As we stated before, Curry Lord, no relation to Melon Lord. I cannot figure out how to put the Discord into the full screen. Ooh, and that is going to be a kill from Split Breed. Like how to get the things off at the bottom. I can't figure it out. I do apologize. To be fair, I am very old. Oh, and Ford back onto Lake. Lake is having a tough time in this top lane. Ford just hitting him repeatedly. That is going to be the ultimate coming out. Here's the rest of the team, though. Lake is able to get away. He does use the flash. That is going to be Heretic, though, getting the kill in the shutdown. Oof. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Shout out to me as a cutie for making it slightly less scuffed than we were. We do see first items coming, and we do have the Yomu's Ghostblade coming for the Talon. There's going to be the Leandries for the Udyr. Jax does have the Trinity Force as well. It is currently 11-8 Spectre Gaming. We have a shenanigan-filled game already. We have almost 20 kills at 11 minutes. Talon might be caught out. Talon is going to get stunned. He does not have any walls to go over, but does use the ultimate to go away back towards his bot lane. Invisible is a very, very strong and powerful tool. It is going to be Indefiance holding that mid lane. In the meantime, is able to stop iWin from pushing it in. iWin also having a tough time. Basically, the solo laners of Spectre Gaming not having a fun time, but the bot lane is very far ahead. That is the Untals that came out for basic 5-0-1. Oh, the Ash Arrow does go wide as they attempt to dive Lake. Either way, here comes Curry Lord. Here comes the kill. A very clean dive there from Lost Rat Ones, but the dragon will go over. That will be the second dragon for Spectre Gaming, playing around their bot side lead. Ford, though, taking more and more plays. I think this Jax is going to be a problem. Think is not even the right word for it. I know this Jax is going to be a problem. And here comes Lake. Now has the Spear of Sojans. Will try to be a little bit more active, but I think Ford is going to be out. Ford is fine. Here comes Split Breed clearing. Like I said, does have the Leandries. So we'll have a pretty solid burn on those. I don't know. It used to be Phoenix Dance. I don't know what it is these days. But it's going to be spotted by 3 people, and he is in trouble. Is trying to chase down Curry Lord. Curry Lord is trying to get away. That is going to be the ultimate coming out from the Zyra. Is not going to land, but neither is the Enchanted Crystal Arrow coming down from P Street. So everybody walks away. Everybody's fine. Basic is going to be pushing in this mid lane now into Curry Lord, as the Silas is going to be rotated down to bot lane. Support items, at least one of them already done. Heretic does have that shield, whose name I suddenly can't remember. Builds out of Aegis, is not called Aegis, I don't think. But I think this is Ford's first tower. I don't know who the first 3 kills went to. The first 3 kills, I guess, did go the way of Lost Rat Ones, and they will be the ones acquiring the feats. The plants slowing the Leona. Leona is going to flash Lance, but miss. Is going to be able to get the stun, though, onto Indefiance. Indefiance are going to be forced to flash away. Basics trying to chase him down. Basics going to be able to take the kill. There is a Ford behind them, as well as a Curry Lord. Curry Lord is going to at least get a little bit of damage along with the stunning. Go down. Split Breed takes down the kill. And that bot lane advantage now going around the map for Spectre Gaming. But that is going to be Ford coming in. Ford's going to get sent back out with the Buster Shot. Trying to get away, though, is in the chains. It's going to get pulled back in. Does wind up on the Basic. Basic's going to be able to get the kill. Go godlike. And they are right back to this Rift Herald. And just like that, it is a 1,000 gold lead after Lost Rat Ones were able to even it up. Basically, the gold lead only exists in the Tristana. Everybody else seems to be a little bit behind. I guess the the Udir is ahead by about 800 gold as well. The rest of the team, though, not too far in the advantage state. Tristana does back. Oh, that Ash Arrow lands, as does the Stranglethorns, and that's going to be a dead Silas. Ford going to get another kill. Now has the Tunneler. Oh, the Solar Flare is not going to land. It's going to force out the flash from P Street, though. The aggression from the bot lane of Spectre Gaming continuing to make everyone uncomfortable. I was going to say, I think Ford is going to wind up... Ooh, here comes Split Breed. There is a Leona behind. Split Breed is going to be able to get the stun. Is going to be able to put down the area of effect, but Ford is just really, really strong. Here comes Heretic. Heretic is going to miss the lance. Does have the shield. Split Breed is going to be able to get the stun, as is Heretic. Here comes a redemption, though. Ford trying to fight three of them. I win is finally going to come through, and they might be able to get the kill. Is going to be able to get the kill, but literally Ford took two of them low. Basic trying to survive through the ignite is not going to be enough. It's going to be killed there in the mid lane. Carry Lord over the wall through the woods. With some knives, to the fountain you go. And the dragon does spawn. Here is Heretic and I win hanging out, trying to set up a death brush, but in defiance, aware, locked in, ready to go. As this is going to be a Cloud Drake and ultimately a Cloud Soul for whoever is able to secure it. Split Breed off to the side. Here's going to be the teleport from... coming in there from Ford. Oh, Split Breed is in a bad place. That Encore, though, only lands on one. I win in the back line is going to be able to take down one, but that's not going to matter. Lake is going to be able to clean it up. Ford's going to be able to get one as well. Ford now chasing down Lake, and the rest of the team are running away without the Tristana, which is the strong point. Spectre had very little to no chance to win that fight. And that is going to be the dragon and the gold lead now swinging over to Lost Rat Ones. Basic trying to get away from Ford is going to be forced to use the Buster Shot just to escape. I mean, they were able to take down In Defiance, but 3 versus 1, even if you do kill the jungler, is going to be a free dragon. All right, all right. As we do get resets, we get second items coming in for some, not for all. It is going to be the Sundered Sky for Ford. There is a Leandries that was taken by In Defiance as well, working towards the second item, but does have an Oblivion Orb. Looks like they're trying to get on the Ford. Ford is going to be locked up, is going to dash away and get a stun, actually, which might keep him alive. And oh, it's not going to be enough, and that is going to be Split Breed taking the kill. Hex off to the side, trying to stay alive there. Heretic is on a ward, doesn't know it. Here comes P Street now. Heretic is going to dodge out. Part of it is going to go back in, though. But they are on to In Defiance. In Defiance forced to flash over the wall. P Street getting some solid damage off. But here is Basic now. Basic autoing is going to dash over the wall, is trying to get onto Hex. Hex is likely to go down. Hex is going to go down. That's going to be a double kill for Split Breed, as In Defiance is forced to dash away, or flash away, excuse me. A tower is also going to go down. The Rift Herald is going to be dropped in the top lane. And a tower in the bottom lane as well. I can mention the gold lead keeps switching, but oh no, that is going to be tough. Curry Lord trying to get away. He's got to get to that wall. He does get to the wall, gets over the wall, is going to be able to live, but did have to use the ultimate to do so. Like I said, I wouldn't mention the gold lead as it keeps swinging, but it is still only ever getting up to about 1,000, 1,500 and then coming back. Both teams taking 2 towers. Oh, not the Vorpal Blade. Begins with a V. Volcanic Cyclo Sword. There it is for Lake. Coming in. Haven't seen that in a while. We do have a Dead Man's Plate coming for Split Breed, who also has a Magi's. Second item, still not finished for I Win, but does have the Hextech GLP or Proto Belt or whatever it's called. The Redemption, of course, coming in second for Heretic. Ooh, Heretic is going to get stunned, though. Is just stunned, rooted, stunned, trying to get away. That is going to be the ultimate coming out, as well as an Ash Arrow and an Encore. On the other side, I went trying to get away from Ford. I don't know if he's going to be able to. Ford is probably going to have his jump here up soon. That is going to be the counter strike, is going to jump in. I win is going to get the stun, but Ford is going to survive. That Triumph proc going to be just enough to keep him alive despite the tower shots. Wanting to check the bush, but Lake is going to be pushed off by the Zyra, and here comes the teleport coming in from Ford. It is a 4v5 versus this maybe Atacon setup. Vision being cleared. However, I don't know that Atacon is going to be started. That is going to be the Ash Arrow going out. It does land on to the Aatrox, but it's not going to be enough. There is going to be a bomb put down by Basic. Oh no, Lake goes back in, as does Heretic, and that's going to be Basic over the wall, but he's going to go down. Curry Lord is going to be able to get the kill. On the other side, they're trying to chase down Hex. Hex is going to go down as well. Heretic is going to a very nice stolen Encore there from I Win, but it's not going to be enough. Breed trying to get away. There's going to be another ultimate from the Ash, who does have the Axiom Arc as the second item. So those 4 kills reset the whole, oh my goodness, the whole ultimate cooldown, able to start the fight with an ult and in the fight with an ult, and it looks like it's going to be, ooh, Ford taken incredibly low, but the Atacon is going to be secured by Lost Rat Ones. I Win is the E-sub for the mid lane for Spectre Gaming. And I don't want to call him out, but he's not having a good time. Not having a good time. As the Cloud Drake does spawn now. Lake on the top side does have teleport. However, there's not a lot of wards that can be teleported to. That is going to be the Ash ultimate onto Basic. Basic is in trouble, is going to get rooted as well, is going to get ultimate by Curry Lord, and is going to go down. And now they're on to Heretic. Heretic is going to be able to get the stun. And that is, though, going to look like force off the team, as it might be another Drake going over now to Lost Rat Ones. Lost Rat Ones also taking this mid lane tower, or at least trying to. It is going to be over the wall for Curry Lord. It is not going to be able to take the tower, but is going to be able to survive with his life, most likely. Just mobility. Mobility. There's going to be the Ash Arrow fired in the top lane. It is going to go wide, as is the chains from the Aatrox. I Win trying to clear this lane, is 2 levels behind Ford. That's not where you want to be. Yeah, that Jax is not someone you want to see in the side lane. Also has a Seeker's Arm Guard, so we'll be able to re-survive if need be. It said he is down 40 CS, but up a lot of kills. Does have a 150 shutdown. There is a 700 shutdown for the Curry Lord, and a 100 shutdown for P Street. I think the issue is that the engages from Spectre, you can't really engage onto anyone unless you're killing Curry Lord, because Curry Lord or Ford is going to kill that Tristana in about 2 or 3 autos, or 2 or 3 abilities, depending on the case. Looks like they're trying to set up a play on the Ash. Ash does have ultimate available, will basically always have the ultimate available, does now have the Edge of Night as well to eat the first spell, so you got to stun her twice or hit her with 2 abilities. Will be even tougher. as the Baron has spawned now. That is going to be Curry Lord over the wall onto I win. Not going to be a problem. On the other side, it is going to be Ford and Lake fighting, and Ford is going to force Lake under the tower. Lake is going to use the World Ender, but it's not going to be enough, as that's going to be a kill from the Jax. I win is also going to go down to Curry Lord. The side lanes doing side lane things. And now it's a 4,000 gold lead, and the Baron is being started here for Lost Rat Ones. I don't know if you can really contest that, because if you do, the Jax already took a tower, might take a second one. Tristana trying to answer. Tristana probably in trouble as well. Probably does not actually want to be matched up there. Split Breed trying to get on to the anyone, basically. The Encore is going to not land, though. Split Breed is going to be able to take a camp and does stop the Baron. So well done by the Udyr. That is going to be some more backs coming in. And Defiance just clearing more vision. That useful Scuttle Crab vision clear is going to allow the clearing of the Baron Pit once more. That said, wards coming from Heretic now. And we see two members nearby. That is going to be the Ash Arrow. It's just going to go wide. P Street just basically firing it off on cooldown. It's already a quarter of the way back up. Yeah, that is always Arrow Ash. Yeah, 39-second cooldown. It's already halfway done, though. I don't think 39 seconds is correct. That is very fast. On the other side, Ford is trying to chase down Split Breed. Split Breed running away, is going to try to get the stun on the Ford. That is going to be the counter strike. Baron is being started also. Kind of getting torn into different places is Spectre, as the Ash Arrow does land onto Lake. It is going to be a buster shot used there by Basic, is going to keep Lake alive. Baron once again turned off, and that is going to be Curry Lord trying to get on the backline, trying to get on to Basic. He's not going to be able to get the kill, though. The bomb not going to be able to take down Basic, and now the rest of the fight is going to go through. That is going to be a very nice encore coming in from Hex, and it's going to keep multiple people away. I went into the three members, basically, and it's going to go down. On the other side, Ford fighting the rest of the team, and it's also going to get one. Ford is finally going to go down, but it was able to take down Lake in the meantime, and there are three members running away. Curry Lord never died, just had to back. Still walking around. It's going to be spotted by a pink ward, but yeah, so the Baron was at least stopped. A very good job each time stopping the Baron by Spectre Gaming, but each time they are losing more than they're gaining in these fights. Did get the shutdown, though, on Ford, which is very valuable, but is going to be very difficult to shut down Curry Lord. Curry Lord basically impossible to lock down at this point. So many walls, so many dashes, much parkour. The fight over the Scuttle Crab might be important. Who got the smite? It looked like it was Split Breed. Split Breed, though, is going to get stopped by the Stranglethorns. It's going to get slowed by the volley, and is going to rock away, though. As it is this here Cloud Drake, it would put... Oh, Ford is going to go into the back line. It's going to be able to get the counter strike. That is going to be a nice encore. Is going to land on the two. Split Breed is going to be able to walk away, though. The ultimate stolen by Win from the... it doesn't matter. Win is going to go down anyway, and it looks like Basic is going to join him. It's going to be a double kill for the Talon. I assume is going to be the Drake. Maybe the Baron, maybe both. Available. Oh, the Ash ultimate, though, is going to land on the Lake. Lake is in trouble. Lake is CC. Lake is going to go down as well. Curry Lord is legendary and is going to take this tower. Third dragon and an inhibitor. Going to belong to Lost Rat Ones. And the mid lane tower is being pushed in now by Ford. Ford. Ooh, the Ash Arrow lands once again. Ford, though, is going to likely be able to take this tower. Is going to get the inhibitor, is going to jump away with that leap strike. And that is 2 inhibitors down. And now, oh, the dragon is taking actually a really long time from the Zyra. So they may be delayed in their rotation to Baron. Yeah, the Baron rotation's being pinged out now. Heretic trying to get there first. We do see Curry Lord also has the Edge of Night now. Has the Sherilda's Grudge, has the Ghost Blade, has a Hex Drinker. Yeah, it's going to be tough. A lot of defensive itemization coming in on the carries there by Lost Rat Ones, which is going to make it even tougher to kill them. And Defiance does have the Zonias, as does Ford. Couple Edges of Night. Obviously a Redemption. A Moonstone Renewer for Hex. And just so many slows coming in from P Street. That is going to be the ultimate used. It is going to land. Basic is going to go in. Basic is going to go out. Is going to respawn. Does have the Guardian Angel. That is going to be the Encore going down. Basic is going to finally go down, though. P Street is going to be able to get the kill. That's going to be a slow and a root onto Heretic. Heretic is going to dash back in, trying to get onto P Street, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be a Defiance getting the kill, though. But P Street is going to be able to live and has his ultimate up once more. And it looks like Baron Ford fighting Split Breed. I don't know if you can win. There's going to be the Ash Arrow is going to go wide after the Redemption. Did land, did heal Ford. Ford, though, I don't know if he needed the heal, is just going to try to keep chasing down Split Breed. Split Breed is trying to get away. The Leap Strike is going to land again. Here's going to be Counter Strike, and a Flash Forward is going to be able to get the kill. The Baron as well goes over. Curry Lord over here fighting Lake, trying to get away. Lake might be able to do something. That is going to be the World Ender. That it looks like Curry Lord is going to survive. Oh no! Flash Q comes through. Lake is going to be able to at least get a kill and a shutdown. That's a lot of gold. Don't know that how much it's going to help, but anything helps right now. If you are Spectre Gaming, 1,000 gold behind, losing more towers on the top side. I thought Ford was going to back forward, decides not to. Okay, now we're going to get some backs coming off that. But yeah, that Ash Arrow is being fired on cooldown. No problems, easy peasy by P Street. I think it's going to take some sort of miracle catch, and then it's going to take basically 2 catches and some action. That is going to be the Ash Arrow is going to land on to Heretic. Heretic is then going to get rooted. Is going to use the Solar Flare. Is going to be able to get it down. Lake is behind them. Lake is trying to get onto Hex. Hex is going to be forced to flash away, though. Here comes Split Breed, but it's not going to be enough. There's going to be another Redemption going to be used, as well as the passive going off there from the Dead Man's Plate, but it's not going to save him. On the other side, Ford is pushing in on the top line. iWin not having a good time, and iWin is going to be hit with the Ash Arrow. Basic is going to be autoed once and lose 3/4 of his health. Is going to be forced to dash away. iWin is going to be able to use the Zonias, but I don't think that's going to be enough either. iWin trying to get in, trying to get out, is going to go down, though. Off the screen, it was Curry Lord getting a kill. They are onto the base. Split Breed trying to clear anything. That is going to be another Encore coming through as well from a Hex, and that is going to be Lake going down. 1 tower done. 2 towers done. Chanted Crystal Arrow again, and it looks like it's going to be game 1 for Lost Rat Ones. Not a lot you can do there.
I will have to go converse with my team.
Big shout out to Red Strike for allowing us to see the game. Rioting on me hardcore here. but we do see the damage forward led all damage dealers, but Talon being piloted by Curry Lord and P Street on the Ash not far behind. The Ash with a 66 CC score from your ADC, that's a little tough as well. Literally ulting on every 30 seconds, if not sooner, twice in a fight, twice. Yeah, no, the number is very, very, very good in favor of Lost Rat Ones. Basic did play well. Splitbury did play well on the side of Spectre, but to be honest, it was a kind of a solo lane. I don't want to say gap and sound toxic, but it was the solo laners who fell behind and were never able to catch up for Spectre Gaming. So we will see in game 2 exactly how it goes. So everybody stay tuned. Hopefully we have slightly less problems. Don't go anywhere.
Chevy Silverado HD, America's most dependable heavy-duty pickup.
I am definitely going to be the best gift giver this year.
All right, we are into the draft. And I had the music on and the music on. I deeply apologize. But it is going to be a first pick Zaheen for Lost Rat Ones. Spectre is going to take the Kaisa. The bands for Lost Rat Ones were Milio, Blitzcrank, and Trundle. Spectre banned the Akali once more, as well as Oriana and the Unara. Oh, and a Lissandra pick. We love a Lissandra around these parts. I personally feel like Lissandra can go a lot of different ways. Can go top, can go mid, can go support. Does have a significant amount of CC available to just set up whatever you're looking for. But it is going to be a Brand and a Nami coming out for Lost Rat Ones. I assume it's a Brand jungle, Brand mid. I assume the Nami is going support. I haven't seen Nami multi-role quite ever, honestly. And a Scion. Scion is another that has a couple few roles you can play him in. Maybe not ideal to play support Scion, maybe not ideal to play jungle Scion, but they have been seen before. So would not be unprecedented picks. The Renekton going to be banned by Spectre. It is going to be a Nautilus ban from Lost Rat Ones. Ooh, and a set ban from Spectre. So I assume the Scion is going to be going top lane. And there's going to be the Pike from Lost Rat Ones, banning the hook champions when you play Nami. Makes sense. There's also no Leona available, so you can't just engage the Nami and kill her. I assume Spectre is going to pick a support here. A Bard. Wow. Was not prepared for the Bard, so we will see some magical journeys. Maybe some roaming to help out the side lanes and the solo lanes for Spectre. Solo lanes were kind of the weak point. Won't even say kind of, were the weak point in game one. So I feel like Lissandra and Scion fit into the category of, if you're not doing well, can still always provide useful things. It is going to be a Swain though for Lost Rat Ones. So maybe it's a Zaheen top and a Brand jungle. I mean, maybe a Swain top. Lost Rat Ones doing some fancy thinking here. And a Cassante. No, it's going to be a Swain bot lane, right? Or is it going to be Brand? This is very interesting now. And a Jace? So it is maybe a Scion jungle. Or maybe a Jace jungle, or maybe a Lissandra jungle. Maybe I'm not up to speed. Maybe I don't know the new technologies. Very interesting drafts from both sides. I look forward to this. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting. But we are going to get to find out where these champions are going, because this is new and interesting information.
You're scared. Good to know.
A poor alternative.
The world is angry.
Pathetic!
Now we wait. Wait and see what we find out.
I assure you, I am quite patient.
Okay, it is going to be the Cassante top. Against the Scion. Oh. I have ongoing questions. And a Jace jungle. And it's going to be Zaheen jungle. And Swain for Lost Rat ones. Oh my. It's going to be Lysandra mid being locked in for Spectre. Again, these can still be traded, can still change. So I don't want to tell you it's entirely different and be wrong.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
Just got longer.
All right, so Brand Nami, and then Kaisa Bard. All right, so there's still a little time, so the champions can be traded. I don't know if they will be, but they can be. Because these are not normal lane matchups for a couple of them. All right, well, these are for sure locked in now. We will find out very shortly. How this goes, I can't say that I've seen a Jace jungle ever. Literally ever. So I don't know how that works. We are going to go into the spectator delay. Hopefully this time we actually load into the game. So stay with us. I don't know how much Riot hates me, but we will be back with game number 2. Lost Rat 1, Spectre Gaming.
Introducing the GMC Canyon AT4X.
The stream is up. Fortunately, no missed kills. There was some action in the bot lane, but that's about it. Just summoners blown.
Okay, we are into the game. We have unfortunately still been rioted. But we actually have game. Oh, oopsie. So no one has died, and we have seen learning already enter into the mid lane and start a gank. It does have first strike on that. Jax. Yeah, I don't Nothing good is happening with the Riot client. I apologize, Flurami. Lake is going to be able to get the root onto Curry Lord, is going to be able to trade back into him a little bit, is going to be throw out the grasp, is not going to get any damage, but is going to get pulled back in, is going to be forced to use the root there, and is going to get taken very low. On the other side, though, Learning is in the bush. Maybe thinking of something. That Aya Empire is going to land, though. Both junglers hanging out around the mid lane. Lake is a little bit behind on levels. Looks like a couple CS. Does not hit level 6. That Eye of Empire is going to stop his back, though. It's not my fault. Riot has been fighting me all split, okay? I, cannot get games to load in. It's been an ongoing thing. IQ Island, though, in the top lane, fighting off Ford. Ford on this Cassante. Cassanteing. IQ Island also a minion or two behind. There he goes. He does hit level 6, does get the Decimating Smash, is able to get the knock up. 3 members bot lane. Heretic. Oh no, Zaheen is going to dash in, is going to get the pullback in. Heretic trying to get away, does not have a magical journey, does go down for first blood, and it is going to be a kill over to Zaheen. It is my understanding Zaheen works very similar to other champions with about the same skill set, where he just becomes tough. Lake is going to be forced to claw out as the ultimate is going to be used by Curry Lord. That is going to be Ford, though, using the all out on IQ Island. IQ Island using the unstoppable onslaught, and it is not going to, I guess it did save him because that's why he didn't get pulled in. So I take that back. Does keep him alive, does keep him from being pulled anywhere. But the dragon is going to be started here. Learning is going to come through, is not going to be able to get the smite, but is going to try to get on to Indefiance. Indefiance is going to be rooted, is going to go down. Learning is going to be able to take the kill. Dragon over to Lost Rat Ones, but kill over to the Jace. Jace does have a serrated Dirk, did of course take the extra potions you can get in that inspiration tree as well. Heretic just walks into multiple people, does get the root off, is going to be conflagrated, but does not care. It is going to be a free kill for the Kaisa of Basic. Just walks in and goes brat with that Acathian Rain. And that is going to be Ford and IQ Island in the top lane, just fighting it out. Having a good time. Being friends. Indefiance and Lake now having a fight. Indefiance is going to be able to pull in the Lake. Lake is going to walk away, though. Still has the ultimate available, but is going to get hit once again, rooted once more by that Swain, and Swain is going to be able to secure the kill. Lake not having a good time. On the other side, Ford and IQ Island having a something like a tank off. But it looks like the grubs are going to be started here. Grubs are going to be taken here by Lost Rat Ones. Lost Rat Ones at least going to be able to get 2. Going to be able to get 2 even with the root coming through. That is going to be... What? IQ Island goes in. IQ Island forced to flash out. Ford is going to take a couple of tower shots. Is between the tower and the... Scion is going to get hit by some nice action there from Heretic. However, IQ Island now getting taken super low, trying to get away. Lake is going to try to join in the fight, and it is going to be Zaheen using the ultimate. It is going to be Lake coming down and getting a 3-person root. Lake is still going to be low. Lake is going to survive. Is going to be able to get 2 kills. IQ Island trying to stay alive. That is going to be the ultimate coming out now from the Bard. They're trying to get the Zaheen. Zaheen is not long for this world. It is going to respawn, though. did have a fully stacked passive, is going to be slowed, is going to be slowed, is going to be slowed, is going to be rooted, is going to get a kill, and he's going to likely get two more, or one more, excuse me. That's going to be a double kill in Defiance on the Zaheen after the respawn, gets the kill, and is fine through the Ignite even. So the feats of warfare do go over to Spectre Gaming, but Lost Rat Ones does wind up coming out ahead. Here comes Learning trying to get onto Curry Lord. Curry Lord is going to use the ultimate, is not going to be able to land the root onto Learning. Learning is going to be able to get the kill and even up the kill score. The Jays is 2-0-0. Already looking like a strong pick. I was not familiar with your game. Sion just trying to hold on here in the top lane. Collect that CS. Get those extra health from the minions in the bot lane. P Street is already at 93 CSs. Does have an assist. Heretic now may be caught out. Is going to have to use one of those shrines to heal. Ford is going to get the knockback on the IQ Island. IQ Island's going to try to get the knock up. Ford is going to go unstoppable. Lake kind of needs to sidestep those Deathfire Grass, or yeah, I think it is called Deathfire Grass. Nether Grass, one of the grasps. He be grasping. Death's Hand. Thank you, thank you. Feel like it should be a grasp now. Now I'm upset that it's not a grasp. But the dragon is going to be started. The vision is going to be visioned. Learning is going to use an accelerated shock blast. It's not going to do anything. Not going to land onto anyone down here. Dragon just getting aggroed and re-aggroed, and Defiance hanging out nearby as well. It is already 4-1-1. That is going to be Learning landing the accelerated shock blast this time. I don't know. Question mark, question mark, question mark. How this dragon fight goes. Swain is off to the side now, looking to pinch. Kaisa is not in this fight. Learning is in the middle. That's going to be the teleport coming in. Zaheen onto Learning. Learning trying to stay alive. Learning is going to be able to get the kill, or excuse me, the dragon is going to go down though. That is going to be multiple ultimates used. IQ Island is down here as well, but is going to go down. Lake is going to get a kill somewhere. Somebody was able to take down Zaheen, and here is Lake and Basic trying to get the rest of the damage off. P Street is not going to be able to get the root. Lake is going to be able to slide away. Basic trying to get some return damage on a P Street, but P Street is going to be able to ignite him, or inflame him, excuse me, and that is going to be the kill. 2 extra kills going over the way of Lost Rat Ones. However, question mark, comma, they do not get the dragon. So that is 1 dragon taken. Learning coming in on Ford. Ford trying to stay alive, is in the tower, is going to go unstoppable, is going to be forced to flash, is going to use the all out, but I don't think he's going to get away. Learning is going to dash onto him, hit him with a hammer. Hammer dance. And that is going to be IQ Island taking down the kill. The Eye of Empire coming in from Sway, not going to be enough to slow them down or stop them, as the continued pressure from Learning and Heretic running together, working together. Able to alleviate some of that pressure in the top lane. Lake falling behind in CS a little bit, already down about 20 CS, 30 CS. Somewhere in there's the same for Basic, 15 to 20 CS behind, 15 to 20 CS behind in the top lane as well. Learning is the reason the gold lead is not too bad. That said, everybody's going to pile onto Curry Lord, and he is gone. Many ultimates used. By many, I mean one. Zaheen, though, trying to stay alive, is going to get stunned. He's going to be fine, I assume. Shout out directed camera. And here we go. Learning is going to get an accelerated shock blast, get a little bit of extra gold before he backs. Towers being hit, not dragons, but Learning is going to get hit with some of that damage from the, a very nice claw is going to get Lake out. He is going to get hit by the Eye of Empire, but will survive. The brand is 3-0-0, so could also be a problem here. Ooh, oh, a very nice all out from Ford is going to take the Scion away, and then Scion's going to ult right back. That is going to be an ultimate used by the Bard in the bot lane. They're trying to get on to Indefiance. Indefiance is going to be CC immune, but is going to be CC'd nonetheless. There's a lot of CCs to immune, and you can only get one, maybe two if it's frame perfect. That said, Curry Lord is going to come back in with that Death's Hand, is going to be able to get on to Heretic. Heretic is going to go down, as is Lake. Learning, trying to get away. And just like that, 2 kills for 1. The return. Forward onto IQ Island, trying to get some extra damage. IQ Island just trying to clear the wave, is going to be able to do so. And everybody resets once more. Items are coming in now. It is going to be an cross gauntlet for Ford. It is going to be a Infinity Edge and Infinity Edge for Indefiance. The Blackfire Torch coming in first for Curry Lord. Blackfire Torch also coming in for Peace Street. Peace Street also already has a completed Leandries. It is going to be the... Oh, it's not Indomitable Will. I apologize. Coming in, but it is going to be the Rift Herald taken there. By Learning. So again, the next tower or next objective. Wait, first tower did go over and it didn't give boots. So it's just the next objective. Whoever gets the next objective is going to be the team with the feats. Basic trying to avoid the route, and does. Heretic is going to use the mystical journey to get away. The dragon is up though, and it is a mountain drake. Learning is going to use the accelerated shock blast, landed on the P Street, is going to drop the Rift Herald in the mid lane. P Street though is going to go ahead and ignite those minions. And it looks like we're going to have a 5v5. Learning is going to crash that tower though. The accelerated shock blast is going to do a bunch of damage to Hex. Oh no, but that root is going to land. But here comes the ultimate out from the Bard. It is going to keep everybody still for at least a little bit. Ford trying to get into the backline. Ford is not going to be able to. Heretic is running away. Lake is in trouble. Is going to be forced to use the ultimate on itself. It's going to be a CC immune. Zaheen trying to stay alive now. And now it is Ford in the backline. Ford is going to take them deep. Is going to get knocked up. Is going to go down, but is going to be able to take 2 with them. It's going to be a double kill. Ford is going to live. Ford survives with like maybe 100 health. It is going to be a root from Curry Lord as well, getting IQ Island out of the fight, and it looks like this dragon is going to belong to Lost Rat Ones. Yeah, I was not able to stream the game. Riot is still messing with me, man. Like, the game screen is just a completely black screen. But the dragon does go over to Lost Rat Ones, and they do get the boots. In the meantime, on the other side, IQ Island does now have a completed Sunfire Aegis. It is going to be a Yomu's Ghost Blade for learning, as well as the thing that's new, so I don't know what it is. Blackfire Torch is going to be completed for Lake. It's a me thing, right? You know, Riot's been fighting me all split. It is going to be the Kraken Slayer and the Rage Blade for basic. Is that a Knight's Vow? No, that's not a Knight's Vow. Heretic with a support item I'm not readily identifying either. I apologize. The Force of Nature. Thank you. Thank you. And it looks like the Atacon is being set up. Oh no, the binding goes wide. Heretic might be in trouble. Ford and In Defiance are here. There is going to be the ultimate keeping Bard alive for the moment. An attempted knock up there by IQ Island is not going to be enough. The magical journey is going to get Heretic away, but it looks like this is going to be an Otacon that's going to be taken for Lost Rat ones. And I don't know that a response is in order for Spectre Gaming right now. IQ Island still a lot of bit afraid of Ford, but here's going to be the teleport coming in from Lake from the bot side. And in the fight, they are on the Curry Lord. Curry Lord is going to go down. Learning going to be able to escape. IQ Island into the backside. Lake into the backside. There's going to be a lot of roots, a lot of knockups, and that is going to be some kills as well. Now In Defiance might be by himself. It's going to go down. Just Ford left alone is 4 members, and that is going to be the Ace and the Otacon. Spectre Gaming said, no, not yet. Not yet. We're not done yet. Able to take the Otacon, take the topside tower. Spectre Gaming maybe in the driver's seat. IQ Island also going to be able to take down that bot lane tower. And now here comes some convergence onto Hex into P Street. Learning might go down. Learning it actually does have the Hex Drinker. Hex Drinker is going to keep him alive. Zaheen trying to enter the fight down, but it's not going to be enough. The Prey Seeker is going to go wide. Void Seeker, excuse me. Prey Seeker is the other one. IQ Island now trying to get on to the rest of the team. That is going to be a fantastic Bard ult. Is going to take Hex super low as well, but the rest of the team trying to get away at 4 now. On the side, not going to enter, question mark. And Tofu Strikes tries to get onto Learning. Learning is going to be able to knock him back. Hammer. That Hex Drinker already worth its weight in gold. Or definitely its cost, because that is the only reason Learning is still here. That is going to be another pull from Curry Lord onto Lake. But here comes Heretic. They are trying to get onto Lake. Lake is going to be at least rooted. And that's going to be basic entering the fight. Using the ultimate, getting the kill. IQ Island. Oh, but yeah, he can use that unstoppable onslaught and run away, and will do so. Trying to drift into an advantageous and safe space. I don't know that it's available. It's going to teleport out. We love it. Learning now doing tons of damage with these shock blasts. Oh no, I'm just saying Lost Rat ones. Because it's funny. I said it last time. I said I'm going to call him that because it's funny. Learning, staying alive again. The Hex Drinker right on time. That said, the dragon is coming up, is up, period. Learning is taken super low. It can still be that AD artillery, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I called them Lost Rat ones because I kept calling them Los Ratones, but they're not Los Ratones. They're Lost Ratones, I think. I don't know. We're not French. It's America. My president is orange and my Nissan's blue. Exactly. It's fantastic. Lost Rat ones. I love it. But we do have a reset. We have a 3,000 gold lead for Spectre Gaming. That said, there are 3 dragons in the pocket for the Rats. Baron spawning now. All ladder towers down. Ooh, an unending despair coming in for Learning. Barely escapes. But unending despair does come through for IQ Island. The fully finished Maw of Malmortius for Learning. Again, the Hex Drinker saved his life twice. Lake now coming with the Zonias. 3rd item, Gnasher's Tooth for basic. They're on to forward, but I don't think you want to be on to forward. I don't know that you can do a lot. Yeah, there's going to be a root, but a claw away. Forward just hanging out, unworried, unbothered, probably moisturized. On the other side, 2nd item's coming in. What is P Street's build? Oh no, never mind. We won't get to find out because Forward and IQ Island having a tank off. Well, I'm unstoppable, so you can knock me up if you want to. They're just stacking grass procs right now. IQ Island is doing more damage, and that's unstoppable again from the Cassante. Somebody copy Pasta because he's out. Eye of Empire is going to go wide. Learning, just hanging out, trying to clear some of this vision around the Baron now. Spectre Gaming looking to set up. There is also a Bramble Vest on IQ Island. Forward is going to dash sideways. It's going to avoid the Decimating Smash. That is going to be another Tofu Strike knockup from Forward. Forward just, again, I don't know that, like, barring one of them absolutely committing to an all-in, that they shouldn't, that either of them can kill the other. But, like I said, just stacking grass procs. Kaisa and Learning. There's Kaisa and Jace. I should be more specific. Looked like they were doing the Baron for a while. Maybe they have peeled off. Learning was definitely getting hit by the Baron at least. Top lane fight, and that is going to be Forward dragging in IQ Island. IQ Island is just going to walk out though, because he's Scion. Takes a lot of tower shots. It does use the ultimate for the knockup. It does use the slow as well. It's going to be forced to use the flash on the other side. Here comes the fight. Curry Lord is going to be healed up. That is going to be the magical journey, getting Heretic away. Learning, trying to survive, but it's going to get rooted and pulled back in. It is going to go down. Shutdown goes over to the Zaheen Lake, trying to get away. It's going to flash, but it's not going to be enough. P Street's going to be able to get the kill with the burn from the passive. Basic is trying to go back in. Is going to get a little bit of help, but it's not going to be enough. Curry Lord is going to be able to get the kill, but he is actually going to be able to take down P Street. And now there are 3 members alive for the Baron, with Ford possibly able to join with a teleport here for the Rat Ones. And that is, a Baron, a 1 fight and a Baron, and we are once again going to have an even game. The evening of this game continues. The evening of this series, honestly, continues. The series has not had large gaps until literally 30 minutes for the last 2 games, and it looks like we're going to stay in that same predicament. They were trying to save the Baron for when P Street came up, but they decided not to. I was kind of confused what was happening there. Here comes P Street. Now, Baron or Dragon being started by learning. They're trying to start the Baron and finish it before, or Dragon and finish it before the rest of the Rat ones can show up, so that they don't have the Mountain Soul. Kind of a problem. They are able to knock up Indefiance. Indefiance is going to be CC immune, and they are going to just take Lake away. Lake not able to get anything off. It is going to be the Dragon being taken by Learning. Rest of the team trying to escape. Learning trying to escape as well. Don't know that he's going to be able to. That is going to be the ultimate coming in from Curry Lord, as well as the Grasp. 2-3 done. Double kill for the Swain. There's just so much CC and bouncing that is available. IQ Island basically didn't get any autos off in zombie form. So they got the Dragon, lost the fight, lost 3 members. Fortunately, no waves are set up currently, which is the only saving grace there for Spectre Gaming. Basic maybe trying to hunt down Ford. I don't know. Literally, I don't know what you can do there, as it looks like this top lane tower is not going to be long for the world. Tower taken down, lost Rat ones. Looking to grow a lead, gain a lead, and grow it here. I do like the call there from Spectre Gaming. I think if you give away the Mountain Soul, you're never able to do enough damage to matter. Just never, ever, ever. Learning now, clearing up some camps. Should be pretty close to having the finished mirror mana. Should instantly transform when he gets it, clearing out some of this vision over here. Only 1 tower lost so far. That said, the story of game 1 and so far game 2 continues to be that Basic and Learning doing gobs of damage and gobs of work, but the side lanes being the issue, and that is going to be another hook that lands onto Lake. Lake trying to get away from Curry Lord. I don't know that he's going to be able to. Is going to be forced to use the ultimate. Here comes Learning, trying to get onto Curry Lord. Curry Lord is going to use the ultimate, though. Does also have a Rallies. It is going to be able to pull Lake in. Lake is going to be forced to use the Zonias, and they are going to be able to take down Curry Lord, but at what cost? It took 3 of them and some ultimate. Hectic trying to get away is going to use the magical journey. Just going to be able to survive barely. That is going to be the Void Seeker coming in from Basic, dancing around P Street. P Street's going to go down as well. Now has to get away from Indefiance. Indefiance is going to be immune to that Bard ultimate, and Basic is going to go down. And here comes Ford. Oh, that's not going to be enough. Yeah. And there are now 3 members down for Spectre Gaming, just like that. Dragon is in 1:42. Baron is in 2 minutes. The Baron buff has worn off. However, the tower buff is not going to be enough. Not going to hold them. Learning still doing tons of damage. Scion not going to be able to knock up anyone. They want to get this inhibitor. I don't know if they're going to be able to. Here comes Lake now to join the fight. He's going to be able to root up Ford. The accelerated shock blast is going to go wide. Learning is trying to get away from Ford. Ford is not one to be gotten away from. Ford is going to be taken super low, though. That is going to be a Defiance entering and getting the kill with the Zaheen, and that is going to be another kill for Ford, and now they're trying to chase down IQ Island. Scion, you're gone too. Now there's still just 2 members. There's only ever 2 members available. Basic and Heretic trying to get out some damage. Forward still unstoppable. Go ahead, give you some more copy pasta. 8,000 HP. That's going to be the ultimate coming in from P Street, and that is going to be basic going down. Heretic, the only member standing. Zaheen actually melting the tower, but a very nice ultimate from Heretic is going to at least save the tower for a second, but just a second. Here comes another tower going down. Heretic not going to be enough to save it. The rest of the members not going to be up fast enough, and that is going to be game number 2. Going over the Lost Rat ones.
GG. I will be back for game 3, and I'm just going to start in this call because I feel like you're not going to.
I am
It's
going
not gonna
to.
work.
I'm going to get my laptop and my capture card.
Fair enough. I mean, I'll be in here and I'll stream it.
All right.
I'll probably not be at my computer, but I mean, like, I'm not losing anything by doing that, right? So I
I
might as
do
well have it there,
appreciate
ready for you. No problem.
But yes, Lost Rat ones take a 2-0 lead. Actually, the brand did the most damage that time. That said, Ford still very unstoppable. The Nami did tons of heals. Let's go check on the heals and the shields. 14,000, 3,000. Yeah, very well done from every position of Lost Rat ones, if we're being honest. Did an incredible job, and we are now in match point. So don't go anywhere. We will get to find out if Lost Rat ones can close it out with a sweep, or if Spectre has something in their back pocket. We will be back soon.
Seth Orozco, General Manager of Reliable Chevrolet. Whether you're
We are into the draft law. I am still fighting Riot a little bit. But life be like that sometimes. We do have Spectre on the blue side this time. Lost Rat One's on the red. Spectre is going to ban, again, the Akali, the Oriana, and the Inara, and pick Hwei, Smolder, Jarvan. And then they banned out Renekton and Darius and pick the Ornn. Lost Rat Ones ban Shin, Nautilus, Trundle, and then pick Milio, Victor, Lucian, ban. I did them out of order, but it's okay. Ban Volibear, Blitzcrank, and they do pick the Malphite. It is going to be a Soraka for Spectre. And Rat One's on the other side with the last pick. It is going to be set. We are now just mostly waiting for my laptop to see if we can get some lovely League of Legends action. Hopefully. Riot just doesn't like me recently. It's probably because I made all those jokes about them being a small indie company, and they're like, oh, we'll show you how small an indie we can be. We're very small in indie, actually. How do you feel about that? How do you like them apples? Riot, probably. But I am unsure if the lobby draft has started yet. I'm going to go to the waiting screen for another second. I apologize. Go and I'm doing my absolute best. I just want to have conversation with Riot about why they don't like me. What have I done? think we're in.
I assure you, I am quite patient.
We at least can get the in-client draft. Let's go. So it is going to be IQ Island on the Born. Going to be the Set and the Malphite. Set is going to be the top laner. Malphite the jungler. Jarvan and Hui. Victor. There should be in-game audio for you. I can't hear it, though. Or at least in-client audio.
So I go.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Oh, yeah. We're in there now. We are in there. The Soraka and the Milio are going to be locked in. And it looks like there's not going to be any shenanigans. The only shenanigans that seem viable would be Ornn and Jarvan and or Set and Malphite. But I think they are going to stay where they are. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Malphite jungle, but I feel like there are potential advantages. But we will be going into spectator delay. It's because I'm from my laptop, and my laptop is one of those, you know, those laptops with the stupid ratios. It's got a stupid ratio. But we are in a spectator delay. We will be back, hopefully with everything. So, don't go anywhere, please.
moment of truth. Well, I am in, so I will stream for you, regardless. Quite the level 1 brawl. Very well. For the spectators who I suppose... Can the spectators see? Or no? Very well. Interesting. Well, for this...
Actual League of Legends action. Good looking out. I could. Dang, we are good to go. We can see things. It's in 1080p. Let's go, let's go. So there was a level 1 trade. Also, still shout out to Red Strike, who is making this whole thing at least viewable. Even if Riot decides they don't like me anymore. Etoe getting a pretty good trade there on the Curry Lord. I still don't know all 15 Etoe names, and it just be like that. Ooh, Ford does miss the Haymaker. He's getting some very solid damage on the Heretic there. Heretic getting taken a little bit low. The Cozy Campfire, of course, keeping them nice and healthed up in the bot lane for Lost Rat ones. Oh, the scores are sideways. I apologize. Type it on the wrong keyboard even. And there's going to be a fight up in the top lane. Ford is going to be on the learning. Ford is going to be able to take them to actually in Defiance. It's going to be able to take the kill. In the bottom lane, P Street on the basic. Basic is taking a ton of damage. However, the Smolder getting a couple stacks back. Oh, Ford might be in trouble. Is at like 25% health, but will escape for the time being. Maybe? The Bellows Breath is not going to land. There's not going to be a charge in from IQ Island, at least currently. IQ Island is not going to let him back, though. Not going to let him leave with so little health. Ford does get hit with that Bellows Breath, as well as the Etoe does land, but Basic is in trouble. They do get the Q from In Defiance, but it lands on the Heretic. I feel like if it landed on the Basic, Basic might have died. I don't know if that was a misclick or I just don't know what's going on. Those are both acceptable statements. More trading in this bot lane now. Learning is going to come in onto Hex. Hex is almost out of mana, but will survive. Is forced to flash away from the Hui. The return gank, reply gank, I should say, coming in very good. The gravity well not going to be enough, but the root from the Hui is going to land onto Curry Lord. Curry Lord actually does wind up getting a stand as the gravity well is stepped back into. I'm actually very curious about these bot lanes because, of course, Lucian, very famous for being an early game bully, and Smolder scales to infinity. Curry Lord barely able to survive there in that mid lane, but does escape. On the other side, IQ Island and Ford now fighting it out. Both teleports used. Level 6 is available for Ford. IQ Island still a little bit behind. The Etoe getting some extra stacks. There's going to be the face breaker. IQ Island, though, is fine. Is Ornn. Also, will be able to buy up some more items in lane. Just common things for Ornn. There is a phase for Ford, does get knocked up, does not get the true damage sweet spot off for IQ Island. That said, IQ Island is going to knock him up into the pillar. And still, both top laners kind of same as we've seen before, just trading stacks basically. Ornn is able to complete the Bramble Vest safely. We are still at a 1-to-1 game, though components are coming in. E Street is going to be silenced as well, not able to get a lot of the damage off, but will be proccing those extra procs. Is going to use the culling that is going to force away the flash from basic and the barrier. We don't get to see it though, but just trust me, the flash and the barrier came out, as does the mom. Learning is going to come in with the flag and drag. P Street going to barrier to try to stay alive, but it's not going to be enough. Hex might also go down, and that is going to be the Cataclysm. It's going to be the Feet of Warfare. Ford, Vector Gaming. I know we didn't really get a chance to talk about it as I was trying to make sure that, you know, you'd be able to see it, but I'm actually kind of not a fan of the Lost Rat One's draft. I did say I'm not a fan of Malphite Jungle, and I'm just not a fan of Malphite Jungle. That said, In Defiance hanging out nearby. Does ult in, does get a kill, does not get the dragon though, and here is the rest of the team. Lake trying to get away, Curry Lord trying to return the damage. It's going to be a laser. Basic is going to flap over the wall. The Cozy Campfire is keeping Curry Lord safe, but Basic is going to be able to get away. A kill for a dragon. I think you take that, especially because there was still a lot of stacks being gained by Basic in these fights. Ooh, IQ Island is going to hit forward. Ford's going to get the face breaker. Trying to walk away. Here's going to be the call of the Ford God. It's going to force out the flash from Ford. I think you take that if you are IQ Island. Ooh, Lake is taken super low. Those lasers be lasering. Now we almost have first items coming through, but not quite. Ford is going to be, oh, gets the sweet spot there. In Defiance is fighting Learning. IQ Island is nearby, as is Ford. The ultimate not back up yet. Also press the attack on the Malphite. Interesting. Very interesting, but it's going to be Void Grubs taken by the Malphite. Does get two. One of them is going to be taken by Learning and Spectre Gaming. Now, the Malphite is going tank, but like I said, it's just very strange. That said, the Unstoppable was already used by IQ Island. He is going to be forced to flash away. That said, Learning is nearby. Ford is in trouble. Ford is going to go down. Learning is on a killing spree. He has all 4 of the kills for Spectre Gaming. Already has that Sundered Sky and maybe looking for more. Curry Lord might be in trouble. They are going to spot Learning with that ward, though. That IQ Island getting a plate. Thought he would get 2. Is going to get 2. Is going to stick around. They are trying to get onto Heretic and Basic. I don't know if they will. In Defiance does have the ult. It is going to force the flash out of Heretic. The rest of the team is going to be fine. Basic is going to get knocked back by that kickflip. Did a kickflip or just a kick? Not sure. Riot keeps adding champions, but I don't grow new brain cells. I'm about 3 years from calling them all Pokemans. Basic is going to be forced to use the flap to get away, though. Ford taking a lot of plates as well, but there's going to be the call the Ford got on him. He's going to get knocked up. He's going to be under tower. He's going to be knocked up. He's under tower. Learning is on a rampage. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do there. That's tough. Very nice chain CC from all right. So again, we see the Jarvan really far ahead. Basic might be in trouble. He's going to take a little bit of damage, but he will be fine. Actually, the lasers coming in from Curry Lord now doing some work. Lake is behind once more in this mid lane. That's going to be another knockup from IQ Island onto Ford. Ford is not going to be able to land the haymaker properly. And the unstoppable from IQ Island is going to get him away. That time the facebreaker does land, but IQ Island not worried even with the sweet spot. Another fight going down in the bot lane. Heretic is going to be in trouble, but here comes Learning. Learning is strong. Learning is Learning. That said, In Defiance is going to be able to get the kill. Is also on a killing spree with the ultimate now. In the top side, there's going to be a fight going on as Basic is on to P Street, and Basic is already beating P Street in the 1v1. That is not a good sign. He is also 1-0-2 on that. Smolder. But yes, very worrying developments developing. A very nice route there from Lake, and able to at least walk out of the gravity field. Gravity well. I can't remember if it's a field or a well. Basic getting some more stacks. Mountain Drake being taken by the Malphite. The Achu lands on a couple folks, as does the Ford. Is going to use the face breaker onto IQ Island. I don't know about that one, buddy. But he's fine. Does have the stride breaker currently. And we are still only at a 500 gold lead between these two teams. IQ Island kind of has like an assortment of items more than a selection. He is going to get pulled in by the face breaker. He is going to catch some of the haymaker. Is farming pretty good. Is going to get the knockup as well. Ford is going to dash in, though. Is going to ult him back in. He's going to call him Forge God, but it's not going to be enough because it might as well be Call of the Ford God. He got the kill after dunking him under tower. Here comes In Defiance trying to make a play in the bot lane. We'll have his ultimate up here shortly. They want to get onto Basic, but I don't think they will be able to. And yeah, they're going to ult onto Heretic. Heretic will go down. The mom comes through as well. The kick is not going to be enough. Neither is the culling. Basic is going to survive under tower in the meantime. The ultimate going down in the mid lane, but there's no more minions in the bot lane. Basic will continue to survive. The Chaos Storm, excuse me, the Guide Singularity. Not a Chaos Storm quite yet from Curry Lord. But yeah, able to a little bit of damage on the Lake, but not a lot. That said, the lasers, still lasering. Does have a Ludens completed now. Does the Victor. First item's actually coming in all the way around. We already mentioned the Sundered Sky for learning, but it is actually, I lied. It's still a poo-poo platter for IQ Island. Just stuff. Blackfire Torch for the Hui. There's the Essence Reaver for Smolder. Moonstone Renewer for the Soraka. On the other side, we said the Stride Breaker. It is going to be a Sunfire Aegis for In Defiance. The Ludens is also an Essence Reaver for P Street. And not quite finished yet for Hex. But did get an Oblivion Orb, which is going to be very useful in dealing with a Soraka lane. IQ Island and Ford, of course, just walking around trading grass procs. That said, learning now might be in trouble. Is going to be forced to flag and drag over the wall. Lost a bunch of health to the PTA Malphite. Again, it's a new technology to me, but it's apparently very effective. Looks like they might be looking to set up a dive on IQ Island. That said, one, it's an Ornn. It's tough. Two, here comes the Cavalry. In Defiance might be forced to ult out because he is in trouble. Here are Basic and Learning. The rest of the team not nearby. He's also going to be silenced, going to be rooted up. In Defiance is going to be forced to flash out. There's going to be the Call of the Forge God trying to keep him alive. Lake is going to be taken super low. There's going to be the ultimate coming out from the Milio, as well as the Cozy Campfire trying to keep everybody alive. The first tower is also going to be taken in the mid lane by the Oh my god, so many things. Lucian takes the first tower. The kill is going to go down in the bottom lane for the victor. Here comes Lucian to join the fight now. The rest of the team is running away. Hex is going to be taken down as Heretic is healing everybody up. There is no more heal cut. Oh no! And that's going to be Malphite stuck in there. Ford trying to get up enough grit is not going to have it. The rest of the team now looking to run away. IQ Island chasing down Ford, and he's going to get to the blast cone. Is going to get hit with the Etoe, but is going to survive in the meantime. Chaos, bloodshed, terror. As you can see from the pings, many flashes, many ultimates. All used. And the dragon coming up in 32 seconds, I believe, will be the decider once more for who gets the feats. Curry Lord going off into the side lane. Again, we didn't get to see the end of it, but was able to 1v1 Lake. Learning walks by the pink ward. I don't know. It looks like he's pinging it, so he should be aware. Is going to clear that ward, is going to dodge out the kick from Hex. In Defiance might be stuck in a bad place once more, does have flash, will have ultimate soon, is going to get hit with a little bit of damage from Lake, but should be fine. IQ Island is going to be able to secure the scuttle. In the meantime, though, that's going to be another tower taken down as Curry Lord on the top side is split pushing alone. Learning, maybe? That is going to be a knock-up onto In Defiance. Here's going to be the teleport from Curry Lord. That is going to be a very... Oh, a dunk coming in from Ford. Here's going to be the call of the Forge God. I don't know if it's going to matter, though, because there is going to be the combo. Oh, my goodness. The Chaos Storm plus the ultimate, but it's not going to matter. Learning is going to be able to clean it up. And now Basic, who already at 21 minutes has the execute, is going to be able to clean some more. It is going to be a 3-4-1. The only one going down on the side of Spectre Gaming was the Soraka. It said Curry Lord and those lasers, not one to play with. I mean, that is just accurate, kids. Don't play with lasers. They can cause unending damage to your eyes, possibly even burn your skin. As Lake is finding out right now, that is definitely a skin-burning laser. Now we have some second items coming in. It is the Infinity Edge for P Street on the Lucian. It is going to be the Lich Bane coming in for Curry Lord. Couple of components for In Defiance has both a Spectre's Cowl and a Bramble Vest. It's a double tunneler for Ford. Not quite sure what that builds into. It is going to be the Echoes of Halia for Hex, finally finishing out that first item. On the other side, Spectre Gaming, Undying thingy for IQ Island. It is already upgraded, so let me see what it is. I apologize. Unending Despair Masterwork. They didn't even bother to give it a cool name. They're just like, nah, it's the same joint. Sundered Sky and a Black Cleaver for Learning. It is going to be the Blackfire Torch, as well as the Horizon Focus, excuse me, for Lake. Also with the second dragon, the Cloud Drake taken. Spectre Gaming are going to be able... Ooh, that is going to be a quick kill in the bottom lane. Lake is going to go down. Here's going to be the call of the Forge God. It's going to be interrupted, but IQ Island is going to have Ford on the ropes. Ford is going to be able to get the face breaker, excuse me, and the haymaker to survive just a little bit. That said, the root on P Street from that silence from Soraka is going to be enough. Another tower is going to be taken in the bot lane there by Curry Lord. Curry Lord is walking around and killing things and taking whatever he wants. Finishing up my little recap, Spirit Sojourn finished by Basic. Yikes. Said a lot of flashes are down. The mom is coming through. P Street is taken super low. The Cozy Campfire, the only thing that kept them alive there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. Smoldering. Making that face that makes your girlfriend go, ooh, because he's smoldering. Just a crazy smolder right now. it feels a little early for Smolder to be this strong already. I would be worried. That said, I mean, the what is the Malphite RI? Excuse me. Unstoppable Force. The combo Unstoppable Force plus Chaos Storm could be enough. P Street has to watch out though. Indefiance is on the side, but Learning is on the side as well. Both junglers hanging around the mid lane. The bot laners hanging around the mid lane. Learning onto Indefiance. Indefiance is very tanky though. Is not going to get hit by the Soraka Q. Is going to start applying some grievous wounds onto Learning. Learning is going to decide he wants nothing of it. IQ Island fighting forward, walking away. The side lanes from Spectre Gaming doing significantly better than they did in games 1 and 2. Honestly, it looks like to me that they got out of laning phase quicker with their Smolder that they wanted to be out of laning phase quicker with, and it is working out very well. Again, could be wrong. Sometimes I be thinking I know what's going on, but I don't really know what's going on. Back in my day, we used to say being in the Kool-Aid and not knowing the flavor. I don't know what the kids call it these days. Probably something silly. Smolder is going to complete that rapid fire cannon. There's going to be a flicker blade for Lucian, and there is going to also be a finally completed Thornmail for IQ Island. Ford is going to finish. Ford's going to finish the Overlord's Bloodmail. That said, there's also Ornn items coming soon. Next level up, I believe. Ornn is going to upgrade someone. I imagine the Smolder, and I imagine it's going to be a bad time for everybody else. Actually, I lied. He already has. Smolder has the... Ooh, Indefiance might be in trouble. The rest of the team is nearby. Smolder has the upgraded fire cannon, which is now just rapid fire cannon masterwork. They used to give them cool names. It used to be like, it would be like super rapid fire cannon or cannon of doom or something. But they are under the... Oh no, that is the Soraka, not the Smolder. That's going to be the Cataclysm to keep him alive. Here comes the call of Ford God. Ford trying to stay alive in the meantime. And Ford is going to be able to take down Heretic. IQ Island on the backside, though, doing a lot of work. Hex and Indefiance not able to burn it down. Oh my god! The damage that comes out from this Victor, though, that will get the Smolder. And now Learning trying to get away, but the Chaos Storm is chaosing. And IQ Island is orning, but I don't know that that's going to be enough. It's going to knock into Indefiance. Indefiance, it's a tanky boy. Here comes the rest of the team, though. There's going to be the kick and some lasers. The laser's big enough to burn the skin of a Forge God, and he is going to get the knockup though, but I don't... Oh, Curry Lord taken low, trying to get some damage off, is not going to be able to get the lasers to finish the job. Now just trying to maneuver around Learning, and IQ Island is going to get knocked up. That is going to be a shutdown that goes over to the Jarvan. In the meantime, though, the second dragon is going to be taken by Lost Rat Ones, who do have a 1,700 gold lead now. I feel like we could see a third Ornn item come through. There was, again, like I said, the shutdown gold on the Victor. Learning gets it. Victor, very strong, was able to literally just pop Basic was safe until he wasn't. The best way to put it. Yeah. It was all good and then it wasn't. But this looks like it's going to be a bad time for Ford. There's lots of people coming. 5 of them, in fact. Ford trying to figure out how to escape. But if he takes that blast cone, he doesn't know it yet. But he's going to be in trouble. The Atacon being started. Here comes the teleport from Curry Lord. Indefiance does have ult, does not have flash. Lots of ults, not a lot of flashes. IQ Island taking some laser damage. It looks like Lost Rat Ones are just going to let the Atacon be the friend. Curry Lord is going to get Cataclysm, but it doesn't matter. That is going to be Hui going down first, Learning going down second, and here comes the call of the Ford God in the background. It is going to be enough to kill Ford. IQ Island trying to get away. The rest of the team, though, is going to decide better of it after taking the Otacon. Lost Rat Ones doing stuff and things, and keeping this lead just barely because, yeah, no, that Smolder still did a ridiculous amount of damage to a very, very tanky set. That was the Guardian Angel being taken off of learning as soon as purchased, still went down. The Blackfire Torch Masterwork. You know, sometimes I feel like as much as I complain about them naming new things and having new things, I also feel like they took a little bit of the whimsy out of League of Legends by not giving the Ornn items weird names. I wanted to be like a Wyvern Torch. Wyvern Torch. Don't ask what my vowels did there. They just was morphing into whatever they felt like. But Ford and IQ Island not really looking to engage on each other anymore. They're friends now. Friends is a strong term. They have a mutual respect for the fact that neither one of them can do anything to each other. But the Baron Vision slowly being cleared out. Learning, oh, I thought he was going to walk into a little death bush, but no one is there. Now the back finished for In Defiance. Said Lake does have, like I said, the completed Ornn item. Could be doing some Ornning. You know what? Because I know it's a meme of people from Baltimore saying Aaron earned and Iron earned. Let them say Aaron earned and Iron earned while playing Ornn. I kind of want to hear it. Just add that in there. Also, R.I.P. to the actor who played Ziggy Sabatka in The Wire. He passed away yesterday or today, I forget, but RIP to him. As we have a little bit of lull in the action. Basic, I don't know who wins that fight. I'm not going to lie. Because on the one hand, Curry Lord is very strong. On the other hand, so is Basic. And the threat of In Defiance and Curry Lord is enough to make the members of Spectre Gaming decide they don't wanna. In Defiance is hanging out. In Defiance is kind of silenced. The Gravity Well is going to be enough, though, to make the rest of Spectre Gaming decide better of it. In Defiance hanging out is going to get taken low. If you're going to go, you're going to go now. He's going to go. He does force out the flash from Basic. That said, it is not going to be enough. Learning is going to get taken low, but he's going to survive. Learning goes down now, though, and here's Curry Lord in the back line. Absolutely explodes the little dragon. Curry Lord gets a double kill as he's able to take down Heretic. On the other side, there were many members of Lost Rat Ones lost. P Street, though, is going to be able to get the kill, and that's going to be an ace, as Curry Lord, Ford, and P Street are the surviving members of Lost Rat Ones. And just like that, 30 minutes into the game, it went from a 1,000 gold lead to a 4,000 gold lead. Same script, flipped sides, same script. All that changed was the color on the jerseys. In their home reds, it's gonna be first inhibitor going over to Lost Rat Ones, and they're also on the dragon, likely to get the second Cloud Drake of the game, put them on soul point. Yep, Ford able to solo it, and now we are in dire straits for Spectre Gaming. Very close to, very close to being a problem. Instead, we see In Defiance clearing some of that vision. The Baron likely the next thought for the Lost Rat ones. There is a Malphite in the bush. There are some lasers coming out of the bush, and Heretic thinking better of it right now. Yeah, no. That Victor has gotten some glorious evolution. I tell you what, Bobby. IQ Island, though, taking a little bit of damage from Set. Bink, 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 bink. That Haymaker might have you looking like Jake Paul. I'd be careful. Put you to sleep like Tyron would be. Ford hanging out, healing up, feeling good. Does have the Warmogs, is healing up. Baron is being started, and everybody's being zoned off. In Defiance is very far away. Baron just goes over. Here comes the call of the Forge God. It's not going to be enough learning. Now trying to get away, does not want to get hit with the Unstoppable Force. Baron for nothing, not even a fight. Lost Rat ones up 6,000 gold and looking like they want to close out this series. While I do love drama, I do appreciate them respecting an old man's night time. Curry Lord though, I jinxed it. That fast, Curry Lord off the map. Who got that kill? Boy got the kill. Here comes Learning into the backline. Is going to use the Cataclysm. P Street is going to stay alive for at least a moment. The Spiraling Despair coming through. Here comes the Call of the Forge God as well, as Learning is going to get dunked. Oh no, the rest of the team though might be in trouble. In Defiance going to flash away. Here comes the culling from P Street, but that's not going to be enough either. Trying to escape, and there's only 2 Barons left. It's on P Street and In Defiance, and they are trying their hardest to escape with their lives. And Learning coming on the flank, and I think he's going to get him. The Mom comes through as well. Here's going to be even more damage. Learning is going to be able to get P Street at least. In Defiance now trying to get away. Does have a slow, a fast, and a runaway. He does escape. There are supers hitting the base though for the Lost Rat ones. The Sundered Sky is going to be upgraded, as is the Redemption, though. So that is the last ornament coming through. Waves being cleared now by Curry Lord, who is level 18. Is going to stop IQ Island's back as well. There's a minute to the dragon. If you want your back, you do need to get it now. Spirit Visage completed for Learning. Does not have the respawn on the Guardian Angel available quite yet. Final items kind of coming through for about half of the players here. Both the tanks, very tanky on the side of Lost Rat ones. And IQ Island is tanky. Learning is pretty beefy as well. Solid front lines that can do the fronting. The kick coming from Hex, very effective. Does knock Learning off of Ford. That is going to be a very nice intro. Basic's going to be taken super low, as well as Ford dunking Learning into the backline. That said, IQ Island is in the backline of Lost Rat ones. Ford is trying to get the Haymaker. It's not going to be enough, but Learning is going to go down as well. Both junglers are dead. Curry Lord still alive, is going to flash over the wall and just put down a ton of damage on the Lake. Is going to wind up using Oh, he's going to be able to take down Lake, actually, after using the Seeker's Arm Guard. P Street still alive. Hex keeping him alive. Hex is going to finally go down. P Street is going to be able to take down IQ Island, maybe. Ford now trying to stay alive. There's 2 members left of each. Heretic is going to be able to keep healing up Basic. Basic is going to get pulled in, but the face breaker and is going to go down. It's going to be a kill taken by P Street. I believe P Street and Ford should be able to take the dragon now to get soul. Yes, no, maybe they're going to go somewhere else? Question mark? What you doing, bro? All right. It looks like Ford's going to solo it. The rest of the team's coming up. Baron's in 2 minutes. Jarvan is up in 2 seconds. I don't know. I feel like P Street going to mid lane might have delayed him just enough, but I don't know. No, Jarvan's not going to get there in time. P Street is actually going to culling the dragon. We love to see it. Yeah, no. We got to make sure that is secured. And so now that is a Cloud Drake, Cloud Soul, excuse me, taken by Lost Rat Ones. Getting a little harder for Spectre Gaming. That said, they did well in that fight. It's just the longer the fight went on, the more tools that they had used that weren't used by Lost Rat Ones. And as long as Rat Ones are the first ones engaging and able to get onto Basic, Heretic, or Lake, it looks like they'll be able to win the fight. And of course, Defiance has an ult that does that. I mean, I guess my fault for doubting the PTA Malphite. Here comes the press from Lost Rat Ones. They're looking to press both in the mid lane and maybe towards top lane. Like I said, Baron in 30 seconds at this point. Forward back to the bot lane though. Is going to get the phase breaker. Is going to get the stride breaker. IQ Island's going to be fine though. Learning is going to take a little bit of a slowdown from Defiance. Defiance is going to walk away. Just kind of keeping up the pressure, clearing the vision, trying to make it to where Spectre Gaming just has no idea what they need to expect. And yeah, there's going to be the Baron. It's going to be started. Ford in Defiance and Hex. I feel like they don't do it quickly. P Street is now going to join in. Learning is not question mark close enough. That said, the Farsight is going to spot them. It belongs to Lost Rat Ones though. Taking the Baron, have the soul, 347 until Elder. Now, the last time they had Baron, though, they almost threw, basically. So we will see if Spectre can pull it out once more. No, they are going to immediately be on the Lake. Lake is going to use the Zonias, but I don't know that that's going to be enough. Lake is down. Lake is gone. Learning now does have the Guardian Angel. That is also going to be the teleport coming in from Curry Lord. So now it's a 4v5. Pushing in that top lane. The Etoe coming through from Learning, and the Etoe does do damage. There's also going to be a knockup from IQ Island. Here's going to be the call of the Ford God. Hex is taken super low. Hex is going to be knocked up. Where's the mom? I thought the mom would... Oh, the mom did come through. I just didn't see it, but it is not going to be enough to finish Hex, and that Cozy Campfire is going to keep him alive. Learning is going to go in, does use the Cataclysm. It is going to be the Zonias used by Curry Lord. Curry Lord might be in trouble, though. He's going to get knocked up. That is going to be a very nice cleanse coming out from the Milio. Oh, my goodness. The Gravity Well is going to keep IQ Island there. Learning is going to go down first. Learning does have the... Guardian Angel though. Basic is getting a ton of damage, but on the bot side it's Ford just by himself taking towers, taking inhibitors, and now it is just up to Curry Lord to stop the back, and is going to probably do a good job of doing so. That Gravity Well is going to be enough. Basic's trying to stay alive. Basic is going to get a lot of damage onto P Street, but P Street is going to be able to take down one. P Street is going to survive as well. Ford fighting it out with Lake, and Heretic does get his grit up, does get his runaway on, is trying to live, is not going to be enough, but that's going to be an inhibitor in the mid lane and an inhibitor in the top lane, pulling them apart with your macro, but also with your bullets. Another tower going down. That is no more towers available for Spectre Gaming. P Street dashes back in on the basic. He said, you got to execute, but that's fine. Again, gun. Gun do execute too. Curry Lord trying to get Lake. Curry Lord trying to stay alive as well. Is going to get healed up by that cozy campfire. And P Street is hitting the Nexus. It is going to be Lost Rat Ones in the finals. All right. So we are here. We are in the finals. And it's going to be Spectre Gaming. And it's going to be, because I had the names all wrong, so I forgot who won last. Spectre Gaming and Maria's Dungeon. Or excuse me, Lost Rat Ones in Maria's Dungeon. My brain is cooked. Cooked, friend. Basic on the Smolder did do a ton of damage, but Curry Lord did more. And Defiance played well, Ford played well, P Street played well. This is very tough to name an MVP because the MVPs were MVPing, for lack of a better way to put it. I don't actually know. I am open to suggestions. Literally everyone on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't know that he played the best out of everyone, but I feel like we haven't talked to Hex like at all. So that's my vote. My vote is Hex with a Z. Fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I feel like we haven't talked to you in like maybe once ever. I'm good. I'm good. We don't like to give supports credit, so you should feel honored. Yeah, but no, that was a very good 3-0, very convincing 3-0 from Lost Rat Ones. So I guess the first question would be, is it actually Lost Ratones, Lost Rat Ones? What's the actual team name? Okay, I messed up the audio. Say that again.
I was saying I don't know the answer to that one. I'm going to refer that to Red Strike 929. He's the one who came up with the name, so I might have to defer that one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I will say this: all three games were very close until 30 minutes, and then y'all just kind of would win a fight or two or take an objective or two, and kind of run the rest of the game. Was that a noted strategy, or was that kind of just how it developed?
I think it's kind of like just how it developed. I mean, both teams kind of drafted more or less front to back. So, around 30 minutes when objectives came up, it was basically time for both teams to kind of butt heads. So not by design, more of just what ended up in draft.
Okay, related, very related. The drafts were very interesting. Especially games 1 and 2 where there were I'll say off meta, like they weren't necessarily like, oh yeah, I've never seen this before, but not the expected power picks in drafts 1 and 2. Was that like a plan coming in, or did you get into draft and were y'all just like, hey, we can do this, or how did that go about?
My ADC is a little bit of a crackhead, is the best way to put it. He loves to laugh during the game, which we love, of course. But yeah, he likes to have his fun, so we enable it the best we can.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, honestly, I guess it would be mostly. There was a lot of interesting jungle pick between the Zyra, which we have seen jungle before. There was the Zaheen, which is new. So while wait, no, it wasn't Zaheen. It was no, it was Zaheen. It was Zaheen jungle, and then it was Malphite jungle. Did you have any doubts? Let's be real. Did you have any doubts?
No, it's in Defiance. You know what you're getting.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. Okay. So we had a little bit of a truncated season. That's a $5 word. I only got $4.99 in my pocket. So it's been a little quick. But there were 2 games with Maria's Dungeon. I'm looking back here. Trying to remember how y'all did. Y'all lost and then lost? How you feeling?
Yeah, I believe we went 0-2. We were having some roster troubles, we'll say. So I think we took some time, had to kind of revisit the draft. But we're feeling confident. I know our ADC is very excited for the matchup, so I am looking forward to it. And I wish them the best of luck.
Okay, fair enough. And there are a lot of returning and long-standing BTL players between both teams. So there could be some history, some chatter, if you will. But I mean, to be fair, y'all were also technically the lowest seeded team.
We just had to make it interesting. More games, more practice. That's all.
That's one way to look at it. You just got to go on one good run, get in the playoffs, and get hot. But I will not hold you much longer. Did you have any shout outs you wanted to give?
Shout out to the Curry Lord for carrying tonight, and of course Mr. Pat and the rest of my team for doing amazing. Not shout out to Red Strike 929. He should have been playing today. I don't know what happened. He didn't want to play.
Hang on. To be fair, Red Strike saved the stream.
Oh, this is true. Okay, fair.
Red Strike saved the stream. Riot just decided that I could not view it from my computer. And if it was not for Red Strike streaming to Discord for me to then stream to Twitch, no one would have known what happened in games 1 and 2.
This is fair, but he should have been playing as well.
Well, we will keep that in mind for the finals. Finals are scheduled Saturday at 7 p.m. So at least currently, I don't know if we're going to have reschedules or not, but thank you everyone for coming through. We will be back with the finals. Maria's Dungeon versus Lost Rat Ones. It'll be fun. Both teams do tend to have fights. It's not going to be, old school season 5 vision battles. There will be actual fighting. So, hey, actually, never mind. Most of y'all never even played in season 5. What am I talking about? Y'all don't know about them 50-minute games. But please be here. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. It'll be a great way to cap off a year. I don't know if it was a great year or not. It was a year though, 360 something days. So everybody, we look forward to seeing you. Have a good holidays. Thank you to Hex. Thank you to Lost Rat Ones. Thank you to Spectre Gaming. Everybody have a happy and safe holidays, and we'll see you shortly.
Thank you.